Two of the most highly anticipated games in the world are GTA 6 and Elder Scrolls 6, both reaching the respective 6 of their franchise. Now, GTA 6 is one of the most hotly anticipated games of all time, but like I said, so is the long-awaited Elder Scrolls 6. Both games have officially been confirmed, but there's no set release date. Today, welcome to the page, everybody. Jimmy, your Chaos. I want to go over what we know about each one of them and go over some huge reasons why I'm convinced you will get GTA 6 in your hands before you see Elder Scrolls 6. Let me know which one you would buy if you could only pick one, and let's get started. First reason is Rockstar's announcement schedule. Now, if we're looking at Rockstar's track history, they usually don't announce games until they are well into development. If you look back at Red Dead Redemption 2, same thing. Yes, that game got delayed a few times, but it was not announced until October of 2016, just 2 years before it finally came out. The GTA Remastered Trilogy, it was announced 1 month before its launch, and GTA 5 was announced about 2 years before it came out. So my point is, despite the fact that games like GTA 5 and Red Dead 2 were in development for quite some time, Rockstar didn't officially announce them until development was further along. Heck, RDR2 was reportedly in development for 8 years, but Rockstar didn't say a word about the game's existence until year 6. So according to insiders, GTA 6 has been in the works since before GTA 5 even hit the shelves. So if Rockstar is finally openly acknowledging it, it likely means it's rather far into development. I mean, meanwhile, Bethesda has made it clear that Elder Scrolls 6, it's a long way off, but we'll talk about that later in the video. My point is, Rockstar has a history of announcing games only when they're nearing the final stages of development, while Bethesda, well, they made it clear, Elder Scrolls 6 is years away. So if you look at each studio's history and track records about their statement, my money is on GTA 6 coming first. Also, my money is on anything you get from G2A, guys. Use code CHAOS, get some cash back. Link is at the top of the description. Save yourself some money. Now, the next big reason, Starfield. I know that's not even a game we're talking about, but Starfield support. Bethesda's made it clear. Elder Scrolls 6 is still very early in development, with Todd Howard even saying it was in the design phase back in June of last year. It's pretty much understood that Elder Scrolls 6 is not going to enter active development till after Starfield is completed, released, and has probably gotten some post-launch support to make sure everything is up and running. Now, with the way many recent Bethesda releases have gone, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, the game is likely going to launch in need of some patches, which is unfortunate to say that, but it's true. And then Bethesda will have to work on that, then add some free post-launch content to make up for the technical problems, make everybody happy. It's the whole launch it and fix it later. You can call me cynical, but I'm confident I'm right. Starfield is going to launch. There's going to be a lot of bugs. Bethesda is going to take a few weeks or months to patch them, and then they will release some extra content as an apology. Now, we know Elder Scrolls 6 isn't going to be the studio's main focus until after Starfield is out in the wild, but given Bethesda's track history, they're going to need another few months or even to a year to get it where they want it. During that time, the internal release window or Elder Scrolls 6 is going to get pushed back. I don't mean to sound upset about that. I definitely want the game to be complete and finished rather than rushed out, but the support Starfield is likely going to get post-launch is likely going to keep ES6 out of our hands for a few months longer than expected, which gives Rockstar plenty of time to get their game out first. Now let's talk about Microsoft. Microsoft, they have a lot of cleanup to do regarding their game studios. So following the purchase of Bethesda, it was confirmed Elder Scrolls 6 would not be coming to PlayStation consoles. However, this is actually going to hurt the release date more than help it. So in case you haven't heard already, Xbox Studios has a lot of internal issues, and many are putting the blame on Microsoft themselves. Xbox management has not been the best, as evidenced by the countless game delays and massive employee turnover at some of the studios. So ES6 simply cannot be buggy or incomplete at launch. It can't. The stakes are too high. Not only is it the long-awaited sequel to one of the best-selling games of all time, but it also needs to be absolutely perfect in order to make up for lost PlayStation sales. Microsoft needs Elder Scrolls 6 to be a console seller, and that's simply not going to happen unless it's amazing. I mean, they have a lot of work to do to rebuild their studios and get everything in order before Elder Scrolls 6 picks up development. While they're doing that, Rockstar, they're going to be putting on the finishing touches of GTA 6, which is almost most likely going to be a multi-platform game. So Microsoft's management has been shaky, but they know the consequences, and they'll keep ES6 in the oven as long as it takes to fix things. Now let's talk about the engine. The Creation Engine. It's Bethesda's in-house engine. It's been ripped apart by fans of the studio for years. While it was once an amazing piece of tech, It's now laughably outdated and it's in need of a complete overhaul, or just retire it. Fallout 4 and 76 were prime evidence that the creation engine is simply not up to snuff for modern gaming, and those games are, I mean, they're years old at this point. Starfield is being built on the creation engine as well, but allegedly an overhauled version to keep with the generation system jump. I don't know. I mean, that's well and good, but it remains to be seen if this creation engine 2 is really worth the hype. And there's one thing we know about Bethesda, is that their history of way overestimating the capabilities of their engine, it's out there. Do you guys remember when Fallout 76 was announced and they said it would have something like 15 times the detail of Fallout 4, and then the game came out completely ugly and broken? Come on. They've been very hesitant to show off gameplay of any kind of Starfield, and while that may be a marketing strategy, it may also be an attempt to keep the public from seeing the new creation engine in action for one reason or another. I don't know. Elder Scrolls 6 is confirmed to be running on that creation engine too as well, but Todd Howard has also said that they're going to make adjustments for it in order to better fit the needs of the game. So what does that mean? It means ES6 is going to be a very slow development cycle until after Starfield is finished, and then Bethesda is likely going to work on beefing up that engine itself before actually working on the game. I don't know. Creation Engine 2 may be amazing. We just don't know. My point is, though, if Starfield comes out and there's issues with that engine, Elder Scrolls 6 will be effectively delayed behind the scenes in order to patch it up. I still don't know why Bethesda insists on using their own in-house engine when there's so many problems with it, but they do. And the final reason GTA 6 will come out light years before Starfield is PlayStation. Now, Elder Scrolls 6 being swiped off of PlayStation consoles, I wouldn't be the least bit shocked to learn that Sony is trying their best to secure some kind of deal with Rockstar. There have been lots of rumors floating around about GTA 6 being PlayStation exclusive, and while I do not believe those are true, I certainly think Sony will try to pull some kind of exclusivity deal like they often do with multi-platform games. Maybe the PlayStation version of GTA 6 will have additional features. Maybe it'll get DLC a month early, something along those lines. So why would that be the number one reason, you may ask? Well, with Elder Scrolls 6 being exclusive to Xbox and PC, Sony wants a big open world game of their own to sell PlayStation. So what I think is going to happen, or potentially already happening, is Sony worked out some kind of deal with Rockstar for exclusive content in exchange for a guaranteed release before the end of 2024. Now, if Sony is giving Rockstar money for GTA 6 perks, they're going to want that money back as soon as possible. It's very likely that in an agreement with them, that Rockstar is obliged to release the game within the next couple years, or perhaps Rockstar is simply using the additional funding to speed up development and get things out faster on their own accord. My point is, I'm almost certain that Sony is working with Rockstar to try and get some PlayStation exclusive perks for GTA 6 in direct response to Elder Scrolls 6 being taken away from him. And that additional funding in one way or another is going to get the game out sooner rather than later, especially considering all the things we've already talked about, like Bethesda's engine, the internal squabbles at Xbox. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised at all to learn that GTA 6 is dropping in 2024 and ES6 in 2025 or 2026. That's my prediction. Bookmark it. We'll come back and see how close or off we were, and I'll see you guys soon.